The films that the Marmalade became famous for and that led us to pioneer the term of visual engineering are all very macro. With On Running, we wanted to find out what happens when we bring our tabletop expertise to a much larger scale.
CloudTec is what makes us unique from other brands, and being able to communicate that in an easy to understand way, but still make it interesting and attractive, is super important for us.
Slow motion was just the ideal technique for this lightweight cushioning technology. Usually, you would see such dramatized detail shots created in CG, but the build quality of the On products allowed us to capture it all for real.
We had a pretty good idea of how to capture CloudTec in action, but you need a lot of precision, and that's why we reached out to the Marmalade.
Our creative process started directly by testing actual camera moves with our spike system. We wanted to find out how close we could follow the soul of a runner in real time. Shooting with two athletes, Sophia and Julian from the On Running crew, we needed to switch between two different styles of running for every shot. The flexibility of the spike software enabled us to quickly tailor the camera moves to each athlete, which gave us in return more time to discover exciting angles. The camera should always feel fluid to reflect the constant flow of the CloudTec running experience. With the Marmalade's remote production setup, the team at On was always in contact with us throughout the entire shoot, collaborating, feeding input from their home offices directly to our set. Even at the outdoor location, where we set up a broadcast with our mobile production van.
The remote studio option worked really well in that we could still always be in touch with the people on set and have a good visual on what was going on.
Shooting in November meant that we had to account for uncertain weather conditions and a narrower window for daylight. In consultation with our compositing artists, we were able to shift as many shots as possible indoors and replace the sky in post. So at the end, this project utilized almost all aspects of the Marmalade.
What was exciting for me about this project was, not only realizing this vision that we had, but also to see how all these worlds can work together. The studio shoots, the location shoots, the VFX, to not feel constrained, to be able to dream up anything and know that we can create that.